Hi guys, good evening. Let me share my screen and let's log into this. Yesterday we discussed about the business rules, right? Very, very important. Anyone having any doubts on that one? Business rule. If you have any doubts, please let me know so that I can explain any of the part. Okay. Today we need to discuss like a few of the things like we just need to pull this particular one a Dataverse table into the Canvas app again we need to go to Canvas app and we need to pull this Dataverse table and few of the elements we need to discuss there itself, understand? So for this one one second. Okay, so we discussed all these things, right? Mm, okay, business rules and everything. Okay, not only this one, in this table, how you can create a views, how you can create a business rules, how you can create a forms and everything, right? Like very important point. Okay, these topics are very important. So just the customer. Okay, this is a customer table. In this one, see here, we already discussed all these things. Okay. So in this complete dataverse or tables, okay, anyone having a doubts like you know how to upload Excel data into local system and create that particular table in this one in this dataverse, you know it, or else another way also by importing the data, by importing the Excel data, okay, you can create that one. But before, if you are using import Excel data means, then first you have to create the structure of that one, whatever the table columns is there, the same columns you need to create it. After that you can load that particular one, understand clearly or not? Okay, but so nowadays the latest version also it is included, that is like see, this is the one. Okay, the latest in the latest version they are updating like update an Excel file. So by using this directly, you can load that particular Excel. Automatically, it will create all the columns and everything, and it will be created automatically in this Dataverse table. Okay. If you want to create a blank table, that also we can create it. Okay. So these are the things, and not only this one here, you will see import option right here. Import data from Excel. Okay. If you click on import data from Excel means you need to require some few of the things. Okay, first you need to whatever the data we are pulling, those related columns, first we need to create it here. After that you have to use this option, understand? Not only this one, like like this is the one, you are we already discussed that one. Okay, so you have first if you apply this option imported data from Excel means, first you need to create whatever data we are pulling in that particular data, what columns are there, the same columns here itself you can create it. After that only you have to use import data from Excel, understand? If you click on import data, okay, what will happen, it is it is opening a Power Query. Okay, this what will happen, this we can call it as data flow. Okay, that means If you want to create a data set by using import data also, option also, we can create it. But if you want to use import data, okay, that means if you want to load any of these data sources from by using this option, okay, when you use this option, gateway is required. Very important, gateway is required. Suppose, for example, I want to connect with SQL Server. If you connect with SQL Server, like a server name, database name, gateway, all the things are required here. Gateway is required. So if it is gateway is there, then only we can use this import option. Otherwise, we cannot use this import option, import data option here. Okay, in this import also we can get the data from different data source, whichever data source you required it from the data source. See here, there are, when you click on view more, you will have a number of data sources. See here, JSON folder and Snowflake data flow and Dataverse. There are so many things are there. But for these things, gateway, for few of the data source, gateway is required. If you want to connect with SQL Server, gateway is 100% is required. So then only we can pull the data from that one. So like this, see, if you want to use this import data option, okay, few of the data sources required gateway, like SQL Server, Oracle, SharePoint. If you connect with these data sources, gateway is 100% it is required. Okay, if you if you have a gateway, then only you can use all these data sources directly. You can get the data and load the data into import in this Dataverse tables. Understand clearly or not? Okay, using this option also you can load it. Suppose your data is there in Azure or SharePoint list, select that one and connect to that particular SharePoint list data, and you can load that particular data set again here. This is another way. But so I told you, right? For some of the data sources, gateway is required. If gateway is there, then only we can load that particular data. Otherwise, you cannot load it. Okay. So you will have a number of data sources there. In all, you can see it, or else if you go to the file related data source, database means data source, database related data sources will be there. And you can connect with any of these data sources. Understand? It is just look like a Power BI. In Power BI also, you can connect with any of the data source and load the data, right? Here also, same thing, we can do it. Understand clearly? Okay, by using, see, not every time we can connect with an Excel and load the data, because my data is there in some other data source, Azure, Salesforce, or something like that. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to use this option, import data. Understand clearly or not? Next one is exporting a data. Suppose if you want to export the data, okay, then what you have to do, click on export it. Okay, when you click on export it, which table you want to export it, you have to select the table. That means if you want to export the Dataverse table or tables option, now it is the name is data tables. Previously the name is Dataverse. Okay, both are same itself. So whichever table you want to export it, you can select that particular table and export the data. See here, suppose for example, I want to export customers data. You have to select that particular one only. See here, where is the customers data table? Okay. See here, this is a customer data. Okay. You can select this particular one. Go top. Okay. There is an option called export data is there. Click on this one. See here. Click on downloads exported data is there, right? Click on this one. Okay, when you click on this one, it is asking where you want to download in your local system. So I need to put it in the downloads folder. Click on save. Okay, so it is successfully Downloaded. Oh, 1 second, it is showing some error. What is that error? Yeah, it is a zip file. It is like extra under this zip file, there is some file will be there. See, this is the file. Open this file or extracted that file. First, you have to extract that zip file to know, and after that, what is this one? See, okay, actually, it is in a different format. It is saved. Okay, so see here, converted, save it as an Excel file format. Click on this one and mm, this is in text format. It is showing. I want to convert it into like Excel format. Okay, save as read only mode. Okay. Save as like thousands. So I'm saving like this. Then see how the data will be. Actually, whatever the data we are downloading, that is in text format. It is there. Okay, we will convert into CSV format. Just for this one, we have a number of options in the online itself. You have to select that particular notepad file and you can convert into Excel. There are different things out there. By using that, you can do like that only. Understand? So this is how you can download the exported data. Okay. And so after this, these are the things it will be there. Is there any pending here itself? Like we can go to the customer table and see like any table and see what are the options are missing here. So first of all, go back and few of the, if I select a particular table, and customer. See, if I select a particular table, few other options will be there. Open this particular table in a new tab or open these things, right? So if you want to modify anything in the table, you just need to click on edit. Okay. So edit in new tab, edit data in Excel. These are the different options will be there. Okay. Import and export options. If you want to, if you want to change anything, like change the name of that one, okay, or else anything you can change it means, so just you need to select that one. See here, there is a display name is there, right? If you want to change the name, go to the settings. Okay, go to the properties of this one and do the changes of that particular data set name. Okay, then if you want to publish it, That means, suppose, for example, whenever so what changes you did it in that particular table, after clicking on publish only, the latest data will be permanently saved in the Power Apps itself. So that's the reason. So whichever tables are required most of the times, always if you do anything on that particular tables, must and should you have to publish it. Publish means that is the version, always it will be there. Okay. Suppose, for example, after publishing that, if you change anything, those changes are not reflected directly into that one. Again, if you publish it, then only the latest things are shown there itself. Understand clearly or not? Another one is when you click on this particular three dot buttons, you will see a delete option. If you want to delete any particular table, this is an option to delete it. Or else in the advanced editor, show dependencies. If any other table is depend upon this one, like this, we can see it here itself. Understand clearly? These are the options will be there here. After clicking on a table, so you will see more. Okay. And suppose, for example, there you will see new option, right? If you want to create a new column, relationship, key, form, view, and everything. Okay. Or else if you want to modify that particular table, you just need to click on the edit option. Understand? Create an app means, if you, by using this particular table, if you want to create a model driven app, then see here, this is a model driven app, it is selected. We'll discuss later. Okay. In the model driven app, so how you can create a model driven app by using this table, I will tell you. Using this table, like suppose, for example, I want to create a like a flows, data flows. Okay, using this table, there is Power Automate flows are there. Okay, if you want to create it, you can use this one. But right now, these options are not required. Leave it. Okay, and so these options already you know it. And when you come down, there are different schemas are there. If you want to create a new column, you can create it here. That means when you click on the columns in that particular customer table, what are all the columns are there, there you can see it. If you want to create a new column, you need to go here under the columns. Okay, see here, you will see under the customer table what columns are there, you can see it here. Okay, so in each and every column, what is the data type of this one, whether we are managed or not, is there a required column, yes or no. Okay, at the time of creating a column in that one, is the required column or not. Okay, if it is required column, then star mark is there for that particular column. If it is not required, if you put no, means there is no star mark. If there is no star mark means, that means we cannot fill that particular column. Okay, may or may not fill that particular column. That means it's not mandatory to fill that particular column. Okay, like this. Okay, if you want to create any new column, click on here itself. Understand? So like this. And if you want to create a relationship, how many types of relationships are there? There are three types of relationships are there. Okay, what are those? One to many to one, and many to many relationship. I told you, right, what relationship it is there. That means if you want to use the columns, that means if you want to use other data set column, at that point of time, you have to provide a relation to this table to another table. Okay, if you want to provide a relationship between the two tables, then there is a required a common column. How the common column is there? Common columns are the similar values are there, and with the similar values only we can provide a relationship. Whenever you provide a relationship with the common columns, that means the relationship three types are there, right? Those we can call it as cardinality. We have three types of cardinalities: one to many to one, and one many to many. Okay, these three it will be there. Whenever you choose a common column between those data sets, automatically cardinality will be set. Understand? So another one is keys also. Okay, keys means what is the main, that means so in a particular table, this is the primary key, or like that. Primary key means unique column. This that means in that particular table, what is the master key? what is the master column, that we can call it as keys. If you want to create any keys here itself we can create a keys and create a new key. And here in this one, what is the name of what is the key name that you have to give it. For which column you want to create a key, that column you have to select it. And here as a customer number underscore key, like this I'm giving. Okay, click on save. Okay, that it will be created. That means in this particular table, that is the main column. Okay, with this column only we can do all the operations. Understand? If you want to delete it, you can delete, click on these three dot buttons and delete the key also. Understand clearly or not? So this is how you can create a particular keys and everything here itself. Understand? And sometimes if you want to refresh the keys also, there itself you can do it. Understand? But most of the times keys we cannot use it. If it is required, you can use it. That's it. Next one is data experience. You know how to create a form. Okay, you just need to choose the table, and in that there are different sections we are taking, or else we are taking different tabs we can take it. That means the form, how you can design it, either section wise means in the same page itself we are segregated into different sections. In each section what type of columns you want to take it. Okay, you just need to select that one, then automatically in that section those columns are added. Okay, so or else if you want to in place of sections, I want to take it in different tabs. Okay, then each tab what type of columns you want to take it, you can take it, and those things you can create it in the form. You just need to, that means form is nothing but filling the details for that particular column. Okay, so for this one. Okay, so next one is views. Okay, that means in this table what will happen in this table, all the default columns, all our main columns, it will be there. If you want to create whichever columns are required for those columns, if you want to create a table, then we have to use an option called views. Okay, very important. Okay, and next one is charts, and charts are also we can create it here. Later we can discuss it. I will tell you, okay, how you can create a charts and dashboards and everything. Okay, and next one is customization business rule, very very important. Okay, so the business rule is affected in the form itself. Okay, most of the time business rules are used for forms only. Okay, so in this business rule, that means business rule means restricted the data. Okay, business rule is nothing but restricting the data for the particular form or a table. Okay, so for that we can set it as a business rule. There are, see here, there are in the business rule, there are different components will be there. There are different actions are there. Okay, so you have to write the conditions. There are different conditions you have to write. For each condition, what operation you want to perform in that, you have to take that action and perform an operations in that particular one. Yesterday in the last class itself, we clearly explained all the actions and everything, and also each and every action, how it is impacted in the form also, that also we can see it, right? Okay, so next one is commands. Commands is most of the times we didn't use it, and we don't want to do how the things will be there in this one. Okay, leave it about the commands. Okay, not required. And these are the things, when you come down, you will see that particular table. Okay, table data. Okay, under the column. So don't worry, whichever columns you can see it here, those columns only you can see it. What about the other column? Other columns are also available here itself. Okay, click on 18 or more option is there, right? In that, whichever column you want to see it here, and just add that column. Whenever you add it, those columns are added in the last part itself. Okay, suppose for example, if you want to place this particular column in which particular place itself, you just need to move that particular column. Understand? See here, just drag and drop. in which place you want it, you just need to keep it like that. Just okay. See here, I'm keeping like this. Then that particular column is on that particular place itself, it will show that. Understand? See like this. Okay. If you want to create a new row into that particular column, in that particular table, then you have to, below that there is an option, add more rows. Click on this one. When you click on add more rows, okay, below that, see here, there is an option new row. Okay. If you click on new row, directly you can enter the values here itself. But in new row, there are two options will be there. Either you can enter directly in that particular table, or else in the form wise. That means in the form wise, I want to enter it. Then you have to go here. Okay, understand? If you want to create a new column also, you can do it here. If you want to refresh it, okay, sometimes it is, if whatever record you are inserted in the form itself, suddenly it is not reflected. Then you have to click on refresh it. That it automatically it will show here itself. Understand? So these are the things it will be there for that particular table. Okay. For this one, anyone having any doubts in this one? Because we don't want to come here again. Okay. Very important. This previously the name here it is as data was previously. Now it is changed to tables. Understand? All the table storage, or else if you want to create for a particular table, if you want to create a forms or anything, here itself it is available. Understand? Here itself we can store all the tables data. Okay. And either you can load it from the different data source and store it here, or else if you in your local system, if you have the data is there, then you can upload the data also by using that data also. Or else you can create your own table also here by using start with a blank table. Understand? Anything it is there. This is about tables. Understand? Anyone having any doubts? Where to set a gateway? Yeah, Prabhavati, gateway we cannot set it here. Gateway requires separate server. Okay. So yeah, in Power BI we discussed a gateway, right? Gateway having a separate setup. Like suppose one separate server is required. In that, okay, some softwares need to be installed into that one, and in that particular system you have to install the gateway, and that gateway you have to use it here itself. Gateway is a separate one, like in the separate system you have to take it. In that separate system, you have to install all the gateways there, and that gateway you have to use it here itself. Understand? When you working with the organization, you will understand clearly what are the things are required for a gateway, because the separate system not. So if you want to install the gateway in your local system also, you can do it. But that gateway, we can call it as personal gateway. Whichever gateway we are installing a separate server, okay, that gateway we can call it as on-premises gateway. Understand? So these concepts will comes in the Power BI. Okay. So in that means if you work with personal gateway means only you can use that gateway, other people cannot use it. But on-premises gateway, multiple users can access that particular gateway. Okay. So this is what. So when you go with an organization, okay, so if you want to set up a gateway means you required a separate system. Okay. In that system, you have to install some .NET framework software, and 8 GB RAM is required. And that system required not like Windows 10 or Windows operating system. In that system contains a um, uh, Windows 2012 or 2015 something server is required. That that means in that particular one, that we can call it as server. Okay. That server need to be installed. Understand? We cannot use that. Is also operating system Windows 10 or Windows 11, something it will be there. But in that one, you have to install separately as a server. Okay. Windows 2012 or 2018, there are separate servers are there. different servers. You have to buy it from the Microsoft and you have to install that one. And there are so many steps are there. Those you have to do it. After that only you have to install the gateway in that particular server. And that gateway, we have to use it in different applications like Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, like this. Understand, Prabhavati? Is client please gateways install how to. Yes, that means in most of the times, like some based on the client requirement, install the gateway in our systems only. Then if they are saying, then you have to install, or else in your organization itself, they will take the separate server and they install it. And all the that means they need configuration the gateway to that particular reports or power apps and everything. Understand clearly? Okay. So depends, like if the client want to do all the operations in my system, don't you do your systems, then you have to use install all the gateways in their system. Or if you want to, whatever you want to do, but I want to see all the applications properly. If they are saying like that, then we have to install in the organization level. Okay, like that. Understand, right? How to connect to Power Apps in your systems means, in our systems means, so once the gateway is installed in that particular server, so what you have to do is you have to there is a gateway name is there. That gateway name here itself in Power BI or Power Apps, Power Automate, automatically that name will comes here. Okay, so that name you have to select it. After selecting that particular name and whichever data source you want to connect it, all the softwares also need to be installed in that particular server. Okay, suppose you want to connect with the Salesforce data. Salesforce related software need to be available in that particular server. Okay, that means where the gateway is installed, the in the same place itself, all the data sources also, softwares also required to install into that particular one. Okay, then only we can connect it. So there are so many things are there. Okay, but most of the things, don't worry, you didn't require all the gateway because admin team will take care all these things. Power BI admin team is also there, so they will take care. If you are a developer, no need of required all these things, but you have to know it. There are some steps are there. There are some YouTube videos are there. Just you need to go through those things and it will help you for you. Okay. So even recently in my organization, I installed a gateway in a separate server for that. So just we need to, or like in the organized level, it's not a simple thing to take the server. Okay, we need to get the requests and approve all the requests and need to send out emails and for all the things are approved and the cost also it will be there. That cost also need to approve the business team, and there are so many things are there. Once we get all these things, we can simply install the gateway to that particular server. That is, it's very less time to install all these things. But getting an access, getting an approval, getting an access, getting that means budget for that particular server and everything, for that only it will take time. For installing a gateway into that particular server, it is like almost 5 minutes only, not more than, but getting an access for all the servers and it's a separate server and everything means it will take so much of time. And for that particular server, you need an admin access. Then only you can do the installation of the gateway into that particular server, right? So there are so many things are there. Once you are in admin person, then you will understand. Don't worry. Okay. Is it clear, Prabhavati? Yeah. Next one is like this is about tables. Anyone having any doubts in this tables or dataverse? Okay. So now what we need to do is, okay, if anyone having any doubts, you can ask me so that I can clear those things. Okay. Okay. Now what you have to do is, See, up to now in the Canvas app, you're pulling the data from the data source like OneDrive or something. You're pulling the data. Okay. Either or else that means you can pull the data and you are creating Canvas app, right? So you don't know how to pull the data from the database. That means from the tables. Whatever tables we created properly in the tables, okay, that means account, customers table. There are so many tables are there. Those tables, what I need to do is by using those tables, I need to create a Canvas app. Then how can I do this one? So go to the create tab. Under the create tab, see here, there is an option, data hours. One second, what will happen? See, under the create, again go to the create tab, and I want to connect with the data verse related tables. So any of the, I told you, right, any of the data source you can click on, because if you click on any of the data source, it will connect to the it will go to the data source tab. Okay, just it will go to the data source tab. From there, you whatever data source you want to connect it, you can connect it here by clicking on new connection. Okay, when you click on new connection, all the data sources are available. Whichever data source you want to connect it, you just need to select it. See here, Microsoft Dataverse is nothing but a tables. Okay, don't think like it is a separate one. So Vijay, I'm not able to find the tables here. Okay, then how can I pull those tables? Means previously I told you, right, the name we can call it as a data version, but now it is changed to tables. Okay, but here itself in the connections in the data sources, the name is not changed here. So it is Microsoft Dataverse only, it is there. You have to choose that one. Understand? And click on create it. If you click on create it, okay, it is asking the credentials. You have to give the credential and click on allow access. Once you click on allow access, what you have to do is like which table you want in that particular table. So in that particular data verse, there are so many tables out there. Which table you want to connect it, you can type it here, like customer. I didn't find any customer, but I find like customers. So when I create a tables, plurals also there, right? So suppose if you create any particular table under dataverse or tables, okay? If you create any particular table, first it is saying like a display name. Display name something you are giving like XYZ. Then after that next field is plurals, it will be there. That means if you give the display name as XYZ, then it will take XYZS. Okay, like this it will be there. But here, that means that plural table only it will be appears here itself. Understand? That means when you connect with the Dataverse related tables in the Canvas app, means in after connecting to that particular table, you will see the names as a plurals. Okay, plurals as related names only. You need to select it here. Vijay, I'm not able to find the customer table here. Means customer table is not available. Customer table is nothing but a customers table. Okay, plural related table you have to select it and click on connect it. After connecting this, see here, once you choose that particular Dataverse related table, okay, see here, automatically. So with this, by using default Canvas app is created with the Dataverse. Understand clearly or not? Okay. See here, like the same, like how you connected with the Dataverse, data sources related tables, same like Dataverse related tables also, the app is created. Same app is created. Understand clearly or not? So in this particular one, I want to take the duplicate of the screen and here some options are pending. Okay. We didn't discuss all the elements, right? Okay, so we need to discuss, like, see here, there are different options will be there, different elements is there. So what I need to do is I want to delete all these things. If I delete this one, like, sorry, instead of taking this one, better to take the new screen. Getting so many blank screen is there. See here. Okay, now what you have to. So in this one, what you have to do, see here, see there are something like I need to take. We are discussing like few options only. Let's see one by one. Okay, we already discussed label, edit form, text input, vertical, rectangle, all these things we already know it. Okay, so here, and I'm taking label element is, here it is as, what is the name of this one? Other elements. 31, suppose. Okay. See, okay. So I'm taking here, and now see in this there are whichever elements are not discussed, to those things we need to discuss it here. We already discuss all these things. Okay. We didn't discuss about the date picker, right? Okay. So date picker, see here. Suppose if I'm taking a date picker. So date picker is nothing but just giving the date. You have to choose the date values. Okay. Suppose for example, if I run this application, see here in this one, when you click on this one, all the things like you can, whichever year you want, you just need to click on the year part here. Okay. Click on this one, which year you want, you can directly go to that particular year. No need to click on this one. Directly you can click on this one, whichever year you want, you can go, and whichever month you want it, you can click on this one and click on F like this, and which date you want it, just you have to choose that one and click on OK. Those related dates, that means date picker is nothing but choosing a particular date. Any year date you can choose it. Okay. Vijay, I have a doubt here. What is the minimum of date where, from where it will start at 1970? Understand? What is the maximum here means 2050, up to 2050 it will be there. Okay, don't worry. Even if you are in the 2050 year also, it will day every year they are going to increase one year. Understand? Don't worry. But here up to that, most of the times we didn't require it. So whichever date you want to select it, that date will be displayed in the date picker. Suppose any date I'm choosing here. Suppose whatever date I'm choosing here, that need to be displayed. I want to display it in something. Okay. And sometimes what you have to do, okay. Suppose for example, there is a table values up there. Okay. See here. Suppose for example, insert. Okay. See, if you discuss with more examples means it will take some time, but see, I will explain you. Okay. Here itself. Suppose, for example, these are the things. In this one, what data source related things are there? Suppose, for example, I want to choose like customers data was related. Okay, choose it. And which columns are required? Those you can choose it here itself. Like what columns are required here? Like I don't want more columns here itself. Um, all the columns it will take. Yeah, okay. Something like this. You can select that particular column and delete that particular column by using delete option in your keyboard. Understand? No need to click on this particular one and choose this remove. No need to do this one. Just you have to select this particular column and click on delete button in your keyboard. Okay, automatically that column is deleted. So whichever column you wanted, you can delete that one. So passport number also I don't want it. Agent name also I don't want it. And perhaps ID also not required. And which columns are required, you have to choose it. I required only there is a name column is there, right? Okay, I'm choosing only that particular name. Okay, so like this. So even the name column also, first name column after the date. Okay. And here and in this one also, I don't want the date join column like this. Then what I need to do? I want to give the proper date format. Date join column need to give the proper date format. Okay, we have a function called format function, right? In the format function, which date format you wanted, you can display that one. So for that one, I need to add the column. That column I need to extra column, right? I need to create a column. Okay, hmm, format date joined. Understand? So in this one, you have to use format function. There is a for format of form text, right? There is a text one is there. In this one, what column you have to choose? Date joined. Yeah. Okay. In which format you want to display? Like this. DD. So this format, right? In that format, text function. So here the text function is the only thing we can convert it into date format, right? So see here, I'm taking text function. You understand, right? So I don't want to explain once again. So here the date joined is in not in a proper date format. So I want to create a one more column. That column, so how the date value is here itself, same like that. That means here it is like a month it will be there. So I need to give month. Okay. After that here day here. Okay, like this. In that format I want to display. For that reason I am creating a new column. If I want to create a new column means, then what we have to do, you have to use a add columns function. In the add columns only we can apply this one. Okay, now what I need to do is click on this one. Instead of taking this date join, I want to take like which column it is, like format date joined. See here. Okay, format date joined. Oh, okay, small letters, I think so. See here, now properly it is displaying. Okay, so anything, this also you can clear. So that means, see here, in this one, you can, so whichever value we can select it here, based on those related values, I need to display here. For this one, what will happen? So you have to use search functions, right? Like this, right? Search. Okay. And table name, this is the table name. In this table name, what value you need to search it. Okay, one second. Okay, here itself, you know, right, how the search function, based on the search function, whatever value here it is, like what is the text? Here date picker value. Okay, what is the date picker value? What is the name of the date picker? Date picker dot value. No. Dot selected date. Okay, comma. Which column related you want to choose? Like, um, date joint format date joint is the column, right? So this thing. First. Oh, format this text is in text data type, right? It will take the text data type, not the correct one. Okay. So that means you have to convert this into uh, actually this text, okay, whatever text function you are using, that is in character, but here it is date values, right? So that's the reason what you have to choose. Like, so, purpose. Yeah. Now, simply I'm choosing here as yeah. No, I don't want to choose that particular format as a read column. Let's see. Yeah, then what columns are required? Name column, and there is a date joint. Now what I need to do is for this one, whichever date value I need to choose it in the date picker, same value I need to display here. For this one, search function only, search. And what is that one? Date picker, picker dot selected date. Okay, comma, which column it is? Okay, date, some person like this. It's a search function here, but it is throwing error messages. Okay, dot selected date dot. That is the one only. Filter, comma, okay, okay. See here, it will works. Okay. So, for example, let's see. First of all, in the date join, what value is there? One of the value I need to filter it. Okay. Let's see how can I filter it this one. First, in the data source, I need to check it. Okay. Don't worry, I will explain you what I did it. Okay. See, this is a customers table, right? In this customers table, so the date joined is the one column is there. Okay. In the date joined, suppose for example, 29/05/2019. Okay. You have to remember this one. The same thing I need to choose that one. Maybe this value is not there in the date joined. That's the reason no data is not displaying here. So what I want to do is 29/05/2019. That is the value I need to pick it here. Okay. For this one, see here. So 2019. Okay. So 2019, 29/05. Okay. 2019. 29 is that month. 05, right? 5 is May. And click on OK. See here, that related record it is displaying. So like this, we have like different cases will be there. Okay. So what I'm doing here it is, so I'm taking a date picker. Up to now, we are not discussing about this particular element, right? So up to now, we didn't discuss anything on date picker. Okay. So date picker is the one which you want to select a particular date. That's it. Okay. That is the date picker. So for that, I'm taking an example. Whichever date I'm selected here in the table, I'm filtering some values, right? I'm putting some table values, right? In that, so whichever value I'm selected here, that value, that related records only I want to display it. That for that we did so many examples, right? By using filter function like that. So what I need to do in this one, in the data table, just I'm applying a filter function. Filter of the customers table. In the customers table, what is that? How you can filter it based on the date join. In the date joined, there is a date joined column is there, and I'm using an operator is equal to, and which value I need to show, like whichever date value I'm selected here, that value. For that one, I want to write the name of that one. What is the date here? Date picker one is the one name. Okay. That name dot selected value. I'm selecting that particular value, right? That related values only display here. Okay. This is how I need to show it. Okay. This is what some in real time also based on that particular date or based on some other elements will be there, drop down or something it will be there. Based on choosing all these things, okay, those related records only I need to show it in the table or a gallery or something, right? So those things we all. So we already have the multiple examples. We already discussed it. This is the one example for date picker. Okay. Now we can take like, there are so many things. See here. So this is the one. Under the input, you will see that they are different. Button, we already discussed it. Text input, we already discussed it. Pen input. What this pen input will do? That means, see here. Suppose, for example, see, click on this pen input and you can put it here itself. And when you play the application, you can write a signature here itself, like with your mouse, you can draw the things here itself. Okay. So Vijay, I have a doubt here. My signature image is there in my local system. Can I upload that one? No, it is not possible. Okay. So you can whatever thing, whatever text pin input is there, in the pin input you have to draw something here itself. You cannot take it from some other thing in your local system that I want to upload it, I want to show that particular form, that it is not possible here itself. You just need to sign the things and everything in the text input. Okay. Most of the times this is not used, but if it is required, you have to use this. Understand? You just need to sign that particular. That's it. For signing the signature, you have to take this text input. Okay. Understand clearly or not? This is how it will happen. So remaining elements, other elements also, we need to complete it by tomorrow. Once it is completed, then we need to go with, okay. Once all the options are completed, then we need to go with the model driven app. Okay. After that, portal app is very easy. Only the model driven app only, it will take some time. Okay. Remaining things. And one more thing is, today before the class, I shared the document in the Google Classroom. Please check it. Okay. Understand? I shared the document in the Google Classroom. Please check it and download the document and put it in your local system as you like. Okay. So anyone having any doubts, let me know so that I can clear those doubts. Prabhavati. Archit. Jyoti. Kalavati. Kittu. Kundan. Manaswini. Rupali. Rohit. Rupesh. Sumit Kumar. Yamuna. Everyone. Anyone having any doubts? Okay. So we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Thanks, guys. We can stop it here.